Hi everyone, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? It's Saturday and I'm so excited to do some crafting this weekend. And I'm going to plant some new plants I got in my garden. I haven't planted anything in my garden yet because it was cold all during April. So finally it's May and it's finally warmed up. It just kind of went straight to summer, it seemed like. It was hot yesterday, but I'm not complaining because I love the hot weather. I've got my coffee here. So I'm going to share with you today what I am adding to my recipe cookbook paper packs that I have in my Etsy shop. I have done a video before. It was a few videos ago, and I'll link it under this video, so in case you want to see the books I used and the copyrights, you will see that in that video. So in this video, I'm going to show you the actual pages that I pulled out for the first pack, and I have it all organized so that when I get an order, I can just pull the pages and, get it on its way quickly. So the first pack is this. I mentioned that I was going to include a booklet in each one. So like here's a booklet. So if I can include this booklet, like this is included in the first one. Actually, I'm going to get 2 or 3 of these if I have include small booklets like this. I'm going to get probably at least 3 of these because this is very small. There's not very many pages in here. But they are cool. They're pretty pages, and these are old. So it'll be 2 or 3 of these, and then I'll show you the additional booklets that I have, as examples of what I'll include. So here's the booklet, and then I'm including 10 things from each of the books and 10 recipes / clip outs and things like that I've gotten from estate sales. So like here's an example of the first pack that has, and I'll just kind of flip through it quickly here so you can kind of see, hopefully, what's included. Like this is an old handwritten, worn recipe original. These are all originals from an estate sale. And so they're very, worn and grungy and handwritten, and some of them are not grungy, but they're old. So clip outs from magazines, things like that, newspaper. So this is the first one, and that's 10 handwritten recipes and clip outs and things like that. This is from another book that I showed. And so like this one, I included 10 pages, and I'm counting this as 1 page. So there's 10 of these. And actually it could be counted as 2 pages, but when I was actually taking the pages out, I was like, if I got this, I wouldn't want this counted as 2 pages. So I counted it as 1 page. So I kind of do things like that. Like what would I want when I'm ordering something? Whether it be something, a handmade item, or like a paper pack like this. So I'm not going to count. I've definitely got 10 pages from each book. So I'm not going to count each one, but I'll just show you and flip through what is in this paper pack. So you can get a good idea of what, you're getting. So like say you order one of these, and you say you want to ask me, oh, is that one still available that you showed on your video? And if I say it's sold, that's just an example, or maybe the Etsy listing says that, and you want to see like, oh, what are you including in the next one? I could do a little video for you and show you what is included in yours. So that's an option, just to let you know, and just comment or send me a message on Etsy, I guess, or you could comment below this video. And I usually see everything pretty quickly, but, if I don't get back to you in a few minutes, then, I might be at work in the middle of a project or something. Okay, so this is the next book, the next 10 pages. And this is 1 page. This is not, I'm not counting fronts and backs or anything like that. So, there are 10 actual pages. And so like from the books, I tried to include a variety of pages, pictures and recipes. Like if there's pictures, even if there's not very many pictures, I try to include you know, like this one probably didn't have very many pictures, so that's why there's only one. But then there is at least one picture, and the rest are recipe pages. So, and then this one is the next one, which was a vintage notebook, but it had never been used, so it looks brand new. But it wasn't. It was really cool. It's amazing. The books I find is just amazes me because people must have got them for gifts or bought them and decided, you know, of course, that they didn't want them anymore, or if they got them as a gift, they just, you know, never used, you know, like this, never used it. And so gives me a chance to find some really cool things. This is the next book. If you know Gooseberry Patch, you recognize this, but it's, really cool because they have neat pictures and fonts, and then their print or their fonts are different colors. Like they're not just black and white. They're like the green and the brown here on this one. So really cool. And I even like this here. They are bound with like ring bound. And so you get, when you take the pages out, you get these cool punch out holes here, which I think I really like those. If you're putting it sideways, then you have a really cool little border if you're putting it sideways in a journal or something. Okay, next book. Sorry, I think I have them all upside down. Let me turn them around. Next book, just really cool, pretty pictures and pages. Like I love this one. There's a chart on this one. So, not just, like I said, not just print. Here's a chart. And the next one, I like the color. There's not very many pictures in there in this one, but I did include a few or a couple in this pack. And I like the color of these. They're like a cream color. So that's different, So these are what I already included. These are not the additional things that I've added yet. So I'll show you the additional things in just a second. I just wanted to go through these in case you weren't sure, like, what exactly was included. Now you can probably tell these are from Better Homes and Gardens because it has the 5 holes here. And there's some, of course, really cool pictures. And then the dividers are awesome too. So this one had a yellow divider, which I think is really awesome because I don't think they're all yellow like that. And I don't know. I think that's actually yellow. I don't think it's like yellowed from time. I think it was actually a yellow one. And I don't remember if that's in every one or not. But I just thought, well, that was the first one I came to when I opened the book. And so I put it in here. The red. This one has red numbers on it. I don't know if they all have that either, but like, let me show you real quick before we go on to the next book. Like right here, a little label and a little red page number. So I thought that was cool in this one too. Maybe it depends on the year as to those type of things as far as the divider colors and the page number colors, but just I don't remember seeing that before, so I thought that was neat. And then this is a bigger book, which I like this one because of the browning and the color also. And it feels like newsprint, so it's a little different than the others. And I like that, all different types of things. So, and this one is cool because I just noticed that when I was taking these pages out that they have a lot of the name brands on the pages. Like I'll show you an example here. Like this says Weiler's, Swift, let me show you some that I'm more familiar with. French's, Heinz. So I don't know what that's all about. I mean, I guess it's recipes from those brand names maybe. But I thought that was really neat. I don't remember seeing that before in a cookbook. So maybe that's what this cookbook's all about. I don't know. I have to look back at it. But and there's a picture from this one. So that was an example of what's in my Etsy shop as far as the paper pack. And it says it's 100 pieces or pages or whatever. So that's the 100 pages. And then what I'm adding is, let me see, what shall I show you first? This is a calendar I took from my old dining room stash that I had gone through. After I organized my craft room, I went back few months later, just a few months ago actually, and cleaned it out because I hadn't brought it into my craft room yet after I organized my craft room. And I found this old scrapbook calendar in there. And I was given this as a gift when I was doing scrapbooking back in 2005 and 2006. But I never used it. And so when I was getting the extra things in here that I wanted to add, I was like, I wonder if there's anything in this calendar, because there's some really cool and cute calendar pages in there. So these are all blank on the back. And so what I'll do is include, I don't have that many. These are just all I have of the food related. So, but I'll go ahead and include like between 2 and 4. I haven't really decided how many, but between 2 and 4, I'd say, of these pages. So I'll just flip through these real quick so you can see like that's pies and cherries and just some really cute little like vegetable dessert type. And I just thought when I went through the whole calendar, I've used some of those pages in my journals already, but just really cute pages that I found in there. I pulled them all out so I could include them in this pack. This is like apples and fruits. Here's some glasses. It says cheers around the edge. These are really cute. It was in the summer, the August section, and they're little, they've got little, like a picnic where the ants are carrying your food away. So, and I like this gingham on here too, really cute. My voice is low this morning. I just noticed that. I'm on my second cup of coffee. Salt and pepper. Here's the grill, ketchup and mustard. So really cute pictures on these. They're not vintage, but they're, they'll be vintage in a few years. So the fruit section here, this is November. It's cool because it does have the date on the top of each one, so you can see what month or day they were from. Watermelon, you'd think that would be summer, but it was November. And cherries. So that's another 2 to 4 of those will be included. That was the first edition that I've showed you. The next one I'll show you is Grandma's Kitchen. I found this at a thrift store. I opened the box and I just saw these cards. So I thought, well, those are really cool and I'm getting these, so I haven't really looked at them yet. So let's just see what is in here. And they look old. I don't know if I found a copyright on here. There's nothing on the box. And I don't know if there's anything in here either, but I'll just pull out a few here and see. Yeah, I don't see a copyright anywhere. So, but they look old. The box just looks kind of old, like, it just looks like it's been around for a good while. So let me just show you what is in here. Like, we've got, this is looks like an index to the whole pack probably. And unless there's an index in each section, let me see. No, that must be the whole pack. And then so you've got the picture on this side, and then there's a recipe here. I'm trying to see what this 1, 2, 3, cut off the, okay, instructions. So recipe here, instructions, and then up in the corner, Grandma's Secret. So these look like they're really cool. Like whoever developed and made this recipe card set has put Grandma's Secret right here in the corner of each one. There's one on each one. Yeah, there's one on each one. And I'll just read one. Grandma's Secret. Grandma made dried lemon or orange peel by removing the peel from the fruit, chopping it finely, I'm going to sneeze, and drying the peel in a single layer overnight at room temperature. She kept the dried lemon or orange peel in an airtight container in the refrigerator. So that's really cool. I'm so sure that if you read through a bunch of these, that would be really kind of cool and fun and cute. And there's probably, like, here's one that has a plant. This one's about herbs. So you can see they're really cute little Grandma's Secrets there. And these are really pretty cards too. Just they look like they're a little bigger than 4 by 6. So, but really stuffed mushrooms. There's all kind of sections here. So just really neat, you know, from every type of food section. Poultry, meat dishes. Let me see what's over here. Crowd-pleasing seafood, home-style pasta, old-fashioned breads. I always like that section. And breakfast. Looking for the desserts. Where are the desserts? Let me see what it says about desserts. Just a second, I'll get these back in here. Comforting potatoes, cakes and pies, cookies. Oh, keepsake cookies. Let's see. Here's the cakes and pies. Let's see if we can just flip through this real quick. Cakes and pies. Those look good. And then I always like to look at the cookies too. Let's look at the cookies. Because the cookies are always so pretty, usually. Oh, yummy. Brownies. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Those look good too. Okay, so that's the recipe cards that I'll include. And probably like, I have pretty many of those, so I would say I could probably include like 4 of those too. 4 of those. And then what's next? Let me show you another idea I had as I was doing my flip through on my Daphnes Diary magazine, the last one. I remember there were some recipe cards in there, and I was like, well, why don't I just pull out all the food related pages from my Daphnes Diary? I don't have that many, but you know, could include a couple of these with each paper pack. And so I'll just flip through these really quick so you can see, get an idea of, first of all, if it's not food related on both sides, it's at least pretty on both sides. And then second, you know, at least one of the sides, or possibly both sides, are food related. So that's why I pulled out these pages. I went through every page, and I only have 2 right now. I used one for making journals, and then I pulled out all of these for, you know, being food related. And I went through every page so I could make sure I got them all. So I didn't save any for me. But I'll be getting more. Here's some glue. If you see glue on here, it's because, you know, if you've seen the flip throughs, if you don't have a Daphne, I took it off. But she has little, you know, posters and booklets glued into the magazines. But it's that type of glue you can peel off, you know, pretty easily. So that's what I just did. I peeled that glue off there. But you can see these are really pretty. Here's some of the cards here with the borders. I was going to punch them out, and I thought, well, why would I do that? Then if I leave them whole, you can have the whole border and everything. They're pretty borders. So that's the Daphnes Diary. So I would say I could probably, you know, I'll be getting 5 more magazines. So I could probably include at least a couple of those with each. Maybe more depending on, you know, when I get my next magazine. So I'll just play it by ear on that. The next thing, let me show you this. I found these little labels. I think they're considered labels for, I don't know if they're for canning or what, but they're little labels that you're supposed to use in your cooking related activities. And so they're like this size. They're tiny. If I show you in my hand, you can see how small they are. They've got the fruit here. And what you do is turn it over and bend it like that. And then you can peel off the back. You don't have to go on the corner here. Try to get it off. I threw away the rest of the packaging. These are old. The packaging, I could tell from the packaging that they, you can just tell from the packaging that things are old sometimes, but these, I think that's cool, because when I first looked at it, I was like, I saw it like this, and I was like, oh, let's see, how do you get this back off? And then I read the instructions, and it said to bend it like that, and then you can just easily peel off the back. So that's those, and this is all I have of those. I think the little number here on this says I have 36. So I guess I could include at least like 2 of these in each one, maybe more. I'll just kind of play it by ear as to, you know, how the orders are going. And if I can include more, I will. But I think those are really cool. And then, so the last 2 things I have are this and some booklets. But this is really cool, and I only have one of these, and there's not that many pages in here. But when I looked at this, I thought, man, I would really love, if I was buying a paper pack, Recipe Cookbook paper pack, I would love to get one of these pages. So probably only one, since I don't have very many. But let me just show you. The copyright says, text copyright 1980, art copyright 1988. Really cool, really cool. So it's vintage. I just love this little book. And it looks like a children's, to me it looks like a children's cookbook. Smart Start, so it's got to be a children's cookbook, but it says Buddy's No Cook Cookbook. So that would be like safe for children to, you know, not use the oven. Not using the oven to make these recipes. But just look at these images in here. Just really, I love this page. Buddy's Cooking Pictionary. Isn't that cool? I love that. Only one of those though. I wish I had a dozen of these. But here's the pages. They have a little kind of recipe card and then these cute pictures. I mean, this is just an awesome little thing here. I wish I've never seen like this before. I found this one and I opened it up and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. I wish there were more of these. But I have one, so I'm going to share it here in my recipe pack. I mean, I don't know, there's only about a dozen or 15 pages in here, so that's why I'm saying only one per order, which I wish I could do more. But weekly reader, okay. It doesn't have a, it does, I don't know if those had UPC codes on them or not, you know, barcodes. But like, you know, if it doesn't have a barcode started in 1974. So usually if you know, well, we already read the copyright, 1980. I wonder why it doesn't have a barcode. But anyway, I was just thinking about that. That just came to my mind, that if it doesn't have a barcode, you know it was before 1974. Probably. So anyway, okay, so I wanted to show you a good example of the booklets because I showed you that one little one. And like I said, if I include that one, I'll include something else, like more of the little ones. But if I include one of these, you'll just get one of these because these are, you know, several pages. So I'm going to show you these. And like say you see this video and you want to order a paper pack and you see one of these little books that you want, just tell me, like in my Etsy, or probably in my Etsy would be best, so that when I get your order I have the note right there and can put two and two together. Like, you know, Sheila wants this New England cookbook, you know, have the note together with the order. That way I can keep organized. But anyway, so these are really cool, and I love these little books. When I find them, if they're a decent price, like low enough price, I will buy them because I just love them. So this one is, like I already read the title, and it has this really awesome cover. I love this cover. This cover could actually be a journal cover all on its own because I just love this picture and the colors. But let me not dwell on that. Let me get started showing you the inside here. So the inside is this really cool font. It has pictures, little pictures that are in color. And then it has this font, which is burgundy, and it has this little trim on each page, which I think is cool. So like here's flowers and just different little things. That looks like a kit, some kind of root vegetable. And just really neat little things in here. Here's Grandma, an apple. Oh, really cute. I just love that one. And so, did I tell you the copyright? 1988 on that one. And then this is another little one. So like if I included this one, I'd include 3 or 4, or you know, probably at least 4 of those. And then these are all stapled. Like this one's not stapled, but the bigger ones are stapled. So you can, you know, undo the staple and use those pages however you wish. You know what I mean? You have lots of pages to use. This is a newer one, of course. But when I buy newer ones, for a reason, because I usually try to look at it real quick and see if there's a reason to buy a newer one. So if I think there's some cool thing in there, I'll get a newer one. But this one I like because I like this Bisquick ad here. And then these pages actually are perforated. So each page is like you're getting 2 recipe cards. It's perforated right here on this line, or here it is right here. There's a perforation space right here. So you can actually, I'm not going to tear it apart, but you can actually, I believe, take apart. Of course, you could always cut it, but they are actually perforated too for you. So this whole thing you could divide up into, here's another ad. Oh, this is a separate little thing in here. I'll leave it in here. But look at that pumpkin. That is cool. Mini pumpkin bundt cakes. Somebody might want to make that. That's cool. But anyway, I always love the dessert section. But yeah, really cool pictures in here and the perforation on those recipes. So that's why I got that one. And that's the Betty Crocker, in case somebody wanted that exact one. And you know, all of these, I love these, all of these right here that I'm showing you right now. This one is salads, and let me see when this is from. This is from, where's your copyright? I love the colors in here, first of all. And the copyright, gosh, where is the copyright? I'm gonna look at the back now. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. 1958. Wow, that's an old one. I thought it was from the 70s. So that's an old one, oldie but goodie, because look at these colors. Got the spoon and the fork here, and these colors, that blue, and it's like just so cool. And look at these little pictures. This is a really cool one. I mean, just awesome stuff in here. So if you want this one, let me know when you order in Etsy. Really awesome. Okay, and here's the last little book that I'm showing you. Now, I have more, but I'm just showing you these as an example of what I have to put with the paper packs. So this is the, what is this? Fancy Cookies. And I love this one because of the cookies. They're so pretty, this cover. And so this is what the inside looks like. Lots of pretty little cookie pictures. And here's, in the middle, we've got an envelope. You know, I'll look for a copyright in just a second. Let me just finish showing you the pages. And then let me see. Sometimes there's a copyright on the back and sometimes it's in the front. 1984 on this one. There's the copyright right there. And just so that's vintage too. Really cool. So that's the cookie one. So if you want that one, let me know. And I think we covered everything. I think that's it. So if you... like I said, I have everything organized. I'm keeping it ready to, I've got the one pack ready, and I didn't feel like it was necessary for me to, you know, say I have 10 packs or whatever, because I just have it organized in a way, in a little section here in my craft room where I can quickly take 10 pages from each book that I am using, and then I have these things that I'll put right with the books, and then just be able to get it together, you know, within a 24-hour period and get it out to whoever wants to order these. So I just wanted to include some fun things, like I said, that I would want if I was ordering a recipe pack. And if I come across anything else, I'll let you know that I want to include. But these are all just kind of, you can consider them, and I'll consider them free bonuses, so they're not, you're not being charged for these additional things. So $15, I think, is what I have it listed as, and then you get the 100 pieces plus all of these extras. So thank you for watching today, everybody. Have a great Saturday. See you tomorrow.